Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dare to Disagree, your weekly episodic podcast. What, you embarrassed by my new voice, dog?
Uh,
Welcome to Dare to Disagree, your weekly episodic podcast,
Good Lord.
where
well,
we regular folks tell
What
you
what the
guys
fuck is that? First of all, our, 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 our topic is what the fuck happened to you?
hey, man, some woman woke up naked and tied up in a trailer. That voice, like, what the?
It
I
puts the
knew
lotion on the skin.
I figured it would get a reaction, so
Wow.
I didn't. I didn't quite bet you guys would be so positive.
This is Puppet Master. Take off your clothes and get in the basket.
Okay. You made your point. This is Jonathan Nestor out of California.
It's alone in the dark in Colorado.
This is Puppet Master.
Location deep down under the sea.
Yep. You'll never find me, coppers.
That's the show. We might be joined by two others, Slow Chemical and Cold Conscience. We'll see if they get on. But anyway, on to the topic of this week. It's a pretty simple topic. It's more of a monologue. Now, let me start off with a generalized question. Do we think music today sucks?
For the most part, I'm gonna have to say yes.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think for the most part, there's very small percentage that comes out that's worth listening to.
Now, I had anticipated for you guys to say yes, like most of the people I've asked that question to. Because my response would have been no more than it ever has. But I actually agree with you guys, for the most part. But my flip side to that coin is, I think people don't have an appreciation for history. Because for the most part, music has always sucked.
Oh, dang.
No, and follow me here. My big example of this was recently I was doing a little research into the blues. I've kind of run out of new music to listen to. I mean, I'm starting to believe that if you're kind of a music fiend, you go through phases where for a while nothing on the radio sounds to your liking. So you just dig into the past for a while and find old shit until someone new comes along that makes everybody, like, people don't want to admit it, but before Kendrick Lamar showed up, people started to give less of a fuck about hip hop.
Hey, hold on a sec. So we're saying that Kendrick Lamar is good music? Is that what we're saying?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know where you stand on that debate.
That depends on the song you're talking about that comes from him. I mean, you can't blanket him as good because he's mediocre
What? Compared to who?
compared to everybody.
We'll get into that in a second because you're wrong. But the point I was making is this. As I was
That's your opinion, and it's really based on your personal experience, but you're wrong.
See?
couldn't have worded it better. But the point I'm making is, I was digging into the past and I started listening to a lot of blues. And I started off with like general blues. We're talking, Etta James, anything from Chess Records, just old school good blues, right?
Yep.
And old school R&B. But the more I'm looking at it, I just kept noticing these names and these songs would come up that I'd be like, what the fuck is this that I've never heard of? And I would listen to it, and this would be, again, how I'm hunting is I'm going online and I'm looking at the top 40 or, like the top 50 of the day. And I'm looking at all these songs and I'm seeing all these songs come up that I'm like, what are these songs? And I'm thinking, oh my God, this will be awesome. And I look into it, and these songs were fucking terrible. Just horrible songs. I'll give you a great example. So right now, I've pulled up the Billboard Hot 100 for the 1980s, right?
Yeah.
Now, most of these, they're going to crush it out the park. So we're looking at Call Me by Blondie. That's number one. Another Brick in the Wall, Pink Floyd.
Good song.
Magic, Olivia Newton-John. Rock With You, Michael Jackson. So you're hitting all they're Paul McCartney's and all of that. So I'm gonna hit. Those are the top 10. All the top 10 are fucking rock solid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then we start hitting some odd ones here.
Well, go, bitch. Okay, I found a list.
So back to Kendrick Lamar. Let's bash him while he can't talk. Look, he has some good songs. He does. I'll give him that. But he's not great. He's not. He's not the top dog. And I don't think he did anything special for hip hop that anyone else that's mediocre
what I'm saying
didn't already
Lost
do.
and Left by El Supply. Lil
So, you know, it's funny,
So like,
was he talking
so like
the whole time while he was?
probably. So, like I was saying, and he'll probably never even know this conversation even happened. So, you know, like I said, he hasn't done anything special that anyone else in hip hop that was mediocre did. So,
Well,
it is what it is.
here's what I'm going to disagree with you. Okay. Number one, the biggest reason is, does he have some mediocre songs? Yes, but I mean, you can find B-sides, what they were called when I was a kid, from practically any fucking band. You know,
Right.
You know that every band puts out a whole, you know, array of bullshit that probably no one's ever going to hear. You know.
Absolutely.
Now, with his ability, I mean, I think compared especially to rappers today, but I mean, even historically, his amount of, what do you call it, vocabulary and his ability to make actual fucking bars and rhymes has overshot, I mean, practically everybody in current times, you know? I mean,
Okay.
skill-wise, I mean,
Can you
I
guys
think
hear me now?
skill-wise, I think...
Look. You just sit in a corner and color while us adults talk.
Skill-wise, I think he is probably, I mean, one of the best, I mean, especially for now, okay? Especially for the time being. But I think he could have held his own back in the day, you know?
Yeah, it's possible.
And
We'll never know.
Content-wise, he was bringing up content in a way that, you know, really hadn't, especially now, has not been done anytime. Like, me and you talked, and like you were saying, a friend of yours said, no young rapper really knows what's up, you know?
Yep.
Which I see the point. I mean, I think Kendrick Lamar is, what, 24, 25, something like that?
Yep.
My issue is no older rappers were fucking talking about anything. I mean, all they were talking about was how much money they had and how fucking big of mansions they had and shit like that. So when these guys are out there talking fucking nonsense, should we
there was a select few that were on, you know, above that level of just talking about money, bitches, and drugs. I mean, it just,
I mean,
I don't know. But you're right. He is. I'll give you that. He is better than what we listen to on a regular basis here right now. And he might have been able to hold his own. I just don't think he's special. I don't. I think he's got more B-side. He's got some really good songs, but I think he's got more B-side than anyone's acknowledging at this point. Just because he's got a couple really good songs, and you know he's coming across fresh. So here's what it is.
But I mean, like with Good Kid, Mad City. I mean, practically every song on there was a fucking single material, you know.
I'll give you that one. I really did like that one.
With To Pimp a Butterfly, I think there was a couple that were kind of, you know, in my opinion, maybe a good third of that album. But I mean, I still don't think, especially compared to most artists, that's that bad of fucking odds, you know.
No. I mean, well, yeah, you know, I have to agree a little more with you than I did at the beginning of this conversation, because if we think about it, we go back to even talking about, say, get out of hip hop for a minute. We'll talk about, like say Aerosmith. Back in the day, it'd be like 2 songs under the album that fucking were excellent, and everything else was just kind of, I think I've heard this one before.
Yeah, exactly.
So
tiring. Look at this guy just falling right back in and out.
Yeah.
But here's another thing, and I think this is kind of a side issue that is kind of throwing the scale a little bit on this, and that is these scumbags, and I'm not going to name any names, who go out there and steal music, okay? But that kind of throws the odds too, because a lot of the way music is tracked by how well it's performing is how much it sells, okay?
Right.
So what that's throwing in is the people who were mostly buying music are a lot of teenagers and people who don't know how to fucking get it otherwise. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's kind of why these like who's that Iggy whatever the Azalea or whatever.
Iggy Azalea. Ugh.
And I mean Taylor Swift. I think I don't listen to her either. She does not my kind of music, but she seems relatively talented. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple other ones. The reason this music is getting really fucking famous is because those are practically the only people to sell to anymore. Is people too young or too dumb to go out and steal that shit like good fucking Americans do. You know what I mean? So that makes the trucks different. You know, might be way more people are listening to whatever fucking Kendrick Lamar. But out of that, whatever, 100 million, 80 million fucking stole the music online. Okay?
Right.
Over here, 30 million fucking teenagers listen to freaking Iggy Azalea, but all 30 million of them bought her album, so she looks like she's selling more than Kendrick did. You know?
Right.
So I think that kind of skews how well music is performing by who's getting it legitimately, who isn't.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. As long as none of you say that Kanye West is fucking top dog, I'll agree with you all day long.
Are you back there, Jonathan Esther?
I'm here. Jonathan,
Mr. Esther.
God. So.
That was the show.
It's I think this always happens when it's his topic. Like, I think he does this on purpose. He'll throw it out there, and then deuces, he's out.
What is this? He's too dumb to figure this shit out before the fucking show starts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm gonna be deleting all kinds of shit off this fucking show, I guess. So, do we want to go to my topic now, since he ditched his own topic?
Well, I mean, I don't. He had a specific route he wanted to take this, and I don't think it's gonna go that route. So that sucks.
Okay, on to my topic. This is gonna be a weird fucking episode. I'm gonna have to cut together. But here's something that's been annoying me. Okay. And really, I wanted to harass freaking Jonathan Esther on it because he does this to an extent too, which I think is hilarious. And that is people who think they are some sort of fucking privileged class because they've had kids. And I see this a lot. Like people going, I'll give you an example, and I'm going to harass women a bit because you guys are the main perpetrators of this shit. I've had the hardest job in the world. I'm a mother. No, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure people have a lot more difficult jobs. Especially if you're doing your job right, raising kids is not that fucking difficult, okay? You know, if you're a fuck up and you're letting your kids go wild, you're going to have a hard time, okay? But if you're doing a decent job and you're keeping them with some fucking form of manners and some form of respect, it's not that fucking difficult. It's some shit you can do, which a lot of people do on their fucking spare time. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
another thing that's irritating is usually why we go by, being a privileged class, stuff like that, is the difficulty to enter. Okay, like doctors. Doctors are held in high esteem. Okay, NFL players held in high esteem. Incredibly hard to get into the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Et cetera, et cetera. For you to become a parent, all it takes is for you to fuck up.
Get drunk and fuck the wrong dude.
You could do by accident is not fucking impressive. Okay, that's just how I feel about the thing, you know. And I'm
Yep.
really tired of all these like self-congratulating bullshit I see online practically all the fucking time.
No, I could see that. I will say I wouldn't say it's a hard job. I think it's time consuming and draining to raise your kids properly, but difficult. Difficult would insinuate that your children are difficult. And like you said, if you're instilling any kind of manners, discipline, generally a good, and I saw this meme actually about, happiness is when your children grow up and you realize that they're good people, that you raised a good person. And I totally agree with that. And I think that that's, where a lot of us, and I have issues with the whole, people saying that their kids, what's that behavioral disorder? Autistic.
Autistic, yeah.
I was like, yes, autism is real. I understand that. I do think it's overdiagnosed. I think there's a lot of parents out there that just don't do what they're supposed to do when it comes to disciplining their children. Their children act out, and they don't want to take responsibility for their fucked up kids. So I think I think we need to have a come to Jesus moment when it comes to your children, just across the nation in general. So
what irritates me, and I had this a lot when I was working back in Tennessee, is people thinking that any excuse that involves their child, everybody is just supposed to fucking bow down for. Okay, like, hey, my kid's school let out early, so I gotta leave early. Well, I mean, you're gonna get a tardy on your attendance. Well, what am I supposed to do? That's not my fucking problem. You're supposed to be sitting there working. If you're not working, that's your fucking problem. Okay, I have kids. I got fucking backup plans, okay? I got a freaking babysitter that I paid to go pick them up when that shit happens. She's on the list, Or I got freaking family. I mean, that's not normally my case since I'm stay the fuck away from my family. I'm like, my family's in California and the East Coast, and I split the difference and went right in the fucking middle just to stay away from everybody. But I think you need to figure out if you decide to go out and have kids, you need to figure that shit out. That is nobody's fucking problem but your own.
But it doesn't make you special is the end result here. It doesn't make you a special individual just because you got knocked up or you guys decided to have kids at a young age or that you have children in general. They don't give you an exception to the policy.
Exactly. I mean, this is real life. We're playing for points here, okay? And if you're hampering yourself by having kids, that's your own fucking fault. Not mine. And I think I know some people have a religious thing and stuff like that, but if you're going to go out and have a half dozen kids, that's your own fucking fault.
Yeah.
It's getting past the time where there should be nobody left who doesn't know how kids happen and how to prevent them. Okay? If you're out there having kids, that's your own fucking fault. It's not my fault you're broke all the time. It's not my fault you're stressed out and shit like that. You got fucking 6 kids of medical bills to fucking pay. You make the decision, fucking live with it, Don't bring that shit to me.
You know what's so funny is I know Mike is not even paying attention at all. But the look on his face is like, how kids happen?
Oh no, I'm fully aware of how kids happen. Like, I came late, so I'm actually legit not sure what's going on. I came late.
We're bitching about parents who freaking think that there's some sort of war heroes just because they have kids,
Oh yeah,
that they should be treated with privilege because they have children.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the fuck they get that idea from. You have a lot of those here in You have a lot of those here in Baltimore. People are like that, you know. Yeah, something. Boy, I have a kid. Fucking great for you. It's me. Your vagina is probably destroyed right about now. What the fuck that got to do with me? I'm not sure. And that just goes back, and we talked about it before. And that just goes back to this self entitlement that everybody all of a sudden has nowadays. You know, everybody wants that self entitlement for something. Oh, because I'm black, you have to do this. Because I have kids, you have to do this. Because I'm fucking a female, you have to do this. Who the fuck told you that? Who in the fuck told you that?
Yeah,
But it just goes back to usually what we talk about, to self-entitlement thing. I'm not sure where everybody gets it from. It might be the fact that you can put a lot of shit on social media, so everybody has a quote-unquote voice. And, you know, you just realize how stupid people are.
yeah. And something I can't stand is people think that because I have kids, that I'm going to like their fucking kids. No. No, like, I don't want to fucking hang out with you or hang out around your kids just because I have kids, okay? I still hate kids. I like mine, you know, but I don't fucking like kids, you know? Especially not mine, because if mine are doing something wrong, I could do something about it. If you were doing something wrong, it's not my fucking job. I'm not going to do shit about it, you know?
You know what's funny about that is, you know, both of our kids are now in school, so like the deal is, you know, eventually, you know, afterwards Shell will get a job. So everyone that like, you know, is trying to like help out as far as finding, you know, like you get child care center. Like, I was like, no, she loves our children.
Yeah.
She doesn't love everyone else's children.
I don't know how people survive in that shit, man. I couldn't take it, because not only are kids the problem, but parents are just some of the most ignorant, especially because you can have two different kinds of parents. Like, I've seen, when one school we had, they had like a little board where if your kid got in trouble, they would put their name on the yellow thing saying they were getting a warning, and if they got in serious trouble, their name went on the red thing saying, you're really fucking up, you know? And this guy went over and just started, and mind you, this is kindergarten, I think, or first grade,
Yep.
5 or 6-year-old kids. And this fucking fat white guy's over here talking to his kid. Yeah, if I ever see you on red, I'm going to be whooping your butt, and you're going to be grounded. Like, oh, Jesus Christ, man. Fucking abuse your kid on your time, okay? We got shit we're trying to do here. Don't fucking hold all of us up, you know? Or the other parents who have this dumbass, drooling fucking kid, and they're like abusing the teacher. Why didn't he get into the highly gifted kid thing? Because your kid's fucking stupid. That's why he's not gifted. Leave the teacher alone.
You can't talk about him like that. He's autistic. No, he's not. He just behaves like shit because you let him do it.
I can't fucking take this shit, man. Like, I think a parent should be always observant of their kids, but at some point, it's the kid's fucking job to move forward there. If you're trying to, like, relive your childhood or hit a high score, like, I see it all the time on Facebook. Look at little Timmy learned how to count to 20, and he's only 3 years old. He's going to be so smart. Oh, bullshit. Okay? This shit counts until, like, I think the only time it counts is like when they hit in like 16, 17. If they're doing really good in school then, it might translate to them being smart adults, okay? You could be a fucking genius 4-year-old and be mentally retarded at 20, okay? Don't fucking take this shit as it's a brilliant fucking thing.
Awesome. Brilliant at 4, retarded.
I'm telling you, I've seen that shit. People going, man, he's going to be so smart. He's freaking so good at math. He's going to be an engineer. And that motherfucker's still living at home. You know what I mean? Like, that kid didn't do anything in life. It doesn't matter when they're at that young age. Yeah, give them the best education and move them forward. But if they're showing these, you know, he picked up fucking 1 + 1 quicker than everybody else, don't take that as a sign that you have a genius fucking kid, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you know, wait till they're a little older.
Wait for it. That shit falls apart. Don't worry.
Your dreams will be crushed soon enough. Just give it some time.
Man, usually when you start to get the hormones running, you know, it's like, hey, you was a straight A student. What happened? The fuck, you know, females
fucking
happen, I guess.
females and weed.
Pretty much. Like I remember a next door neighbor of mine, like her daughter, well not her daughter, her granddaughter, was like straight A student, went to one of the best high schools here in Baltimore, and she got I think maybe like 1B and maybe 1C, and she's just like, I'm not sure what's wrong with her. I'm like, high school, female.
she getting
Probably
B's and C's because she's getting the D.
Yeah. I didn't want to say that, but I'm kind of like, me and my parents were talking. It's kind of like, when somebody gets old like that, they finally get some friends and shit like that, and you let them just off the hook just a little bit. That's probably what's going on. You can't tell everybody. You can't tell everybody everything. She would have had a fucking fit. She would have found out that was the reason she was getting all C's because, like we said, she was getting the D's. So or the D. I don't believe she's getting multiple D's, but there's enough D's.
Enough to ruin her life. And
I guess.
Here's one other fucking people I'm gonna target. Okay, single parents. Now, I know there is people out there who just got broadsided by finding out that whoever got them pregnant, or whoever they got pregnant, etc., suddenly converted into a fucking scumbag after you got pregnant or after, she got pregnant.
And you're a fucking saint, by the way. And you met that guy a week ago.
The time I see these single parents, it's because you made incredibly bad decisions with your life. You got with that crazy bitch that everybody told you to stay away from. Dude, the bitch is nuts. She tried to fucking stab somebody. This and that. Stay away from her. No, man, I'm going to fuck her, get her pregnant, and be surprised when she runs out on me and my kids. or you get pregnant by a guy who already has kids he's not taking care of. And she'll get pregnant by him and get surprised when he ditches her ass too. Most of the time, okay, and it's hard to find actual numbers on it, you should have fucking known. Or people were telling you, stay the fuck out of this mess. Don't get pregnant by this guy. Don't get this bitch pregnant. And if you continued on, I don't feel bad for you that you're a single parent. Okay, don't be posting these little things. I'm a mother and a father. No, you're just a stupid motherfucker who got kids. Okay? Stay the fuck out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you see it all the time, and people, and it's funny because the guys will talk to my wife to like lay their lamentations on. I got with this girl, and she just turned out to be crazy, and it just ruined my life. No, she didn't turn out crazy, dude. That bitch was crazy when you met her. You just thought you were gonna fucking handle it. Okay? People don't just suddenly turn crazy unless they get into like a fucking car accident and get their head split open or some shit,
Yeah. It's usually after you get people what they want, and then they probably turn crazy. Usually. Or quote-unquote crazy. I'm not sure he was such a nice guy when I met him. What happened? Well, then I fucked him, like until a week of us talking. And I don't know. He hasn't been the same since. Hasn't been answering none of my calls. I've been waiting outside his house.
I know this guy who put a song out called "She Tried to Change Me," and it sounds like just what you're talking about, man.
I wonder who that could have been. That's a very great song. Great song to ask me. Wonderful goddamn song. But I wonder who the fuck.
The intro was amazing. The intro was just perfect, man.
Oh well, goddamn. Shit. I'm not sure that song, but whoever did that song, hats off to you, because you speak to a lot of men out here that. I've never been to that, but you speak to a lot of men out here.
Yeah. Next thing, one minute you're like, watching the Notebook. Next minute you're like, looking at the dollar menu. I don't know, man. It don't make no sense.
I don't know. I don't know who could have came up with something like that. That's crazy. Boy, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. This is a crazy goddamn show. God damn.
Hey man, I tried to plug it. Fucking, you ain't helping at all.
Yeah, in case you haven't realized, I'm terrible at plugging shit, dog. Great song, but you know, I'm just terrible at plugging shit. Yeah,
That's pretty much the end of my rants. Okay, I'm not particularly impressed by anything you could do by accident. Okay, if you can do it and never even mean to have done it, you probably didn't do anything special. And that's exactly what happens with most people and kids, okay? I got a little girl running around here, did not mean for that shit to happen, okay? So it's not fucking impressive. Quit waiting for your goddamn pat in the back, okay?
I say I do a lot of shit. I do a lot of shit on accident, and I always think I'm a fucking genius when it happens, but
Fuck it. I want them to get their pats, man. That shit puts on shit for me to see.
What the fuck?
I was out in the park and I watched the fucking divorced father.
what the?
Where the
Trying
fuck
to
did you come
find
from?
I've been here the whole time.
Oh shit.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
I watched the divorced father out loud try to get his son to admit that his mom and her boyfriend were spanking him. It cracked me up like, what did you say? She hit you? Yes. How many times? Kids like 100? Okay, that's funny, but how many times? Kids like 100? Then he took the kid to the bathroom. We're just going to check your bottom out loud the whole time. I was like, ah, wow.
Or what's even
This is
better,
what happens.
when they're drilling them for information on mom's new fucking fuckboy. So has anybody been staying around? Yeah, Uncle so-and-so. Uncle who? Uncle who?
You know, Uncle mine.
She cracks me up.
Jesus Christ, that's hilarious.
That's the end of my bitch bit. Are we done here? I mean, do you
Yeah.
want to try and restart yours?
Nah,
Hey,
man,
you
I
wanna
ain't
try?
even I ain't even gonna bother going back that way.
I'm going to go back and delete
I'm
it.
gonna assume, yeah, you might have to delete that one. I'm gonna assume that shit was cursed.
No, I don't think you were supposed to go that route.
Man, I had a whole spreadsheet and everything. That's fucked up. I got 80s, 90s, 60s. Man,
You had a spreadsheet. You know what? That figures. Anytime you put some actual effort into it, shit goes to hell in a
fucking
handbasket.
straight to shit, man.
That's funny. I've never actually seen him put effort into something. But,
God damn.
you know, probably what happened, you started talking about that shit and fucking RIAA came that off. Are you talking about our music?
Apple Music is over there like, what? Yank. The whole time Tidal is sitting there like, nobody's gonna love me.
No, not really. Now we got
Fucking poor
SoundCloud,
Jay-Z,
Spotify,
man.
Spotify.
Poor Jay-Z.
I mean, well,
But Alone in the Dark
I
nailed
wouldn't use poor and him in the same sentence, but I see the point.
Alone in the Dark hit the nail in the head when he brought that. We had a conversation about it, and he was like, look, man, this would have been fine if that motherfucker wasn't him and Madonna as the head of the group of people saying, artists should get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
yeah, get a poor artist that's actually trying to come up and then make them the face of this organization. Then you can do that card. Don't get the guy who's married to Beyonce to come out and be like, we need money. Blue Ivy needs to get incorporated, guys.
Yeah.
Say, I got 10 mil and I'm missing $100,000. What the fuck is wrong here?
It's always weird when somebody like that says it because, you know, it's like I kind of get where they're coming from. It's like, yeah, we do need artists to get paid, but you're right. For somebody to be that fucking big and be like, yeah, we need to get paid as artists, as fucking Jay-Z and Madonna, as one place is like, you guys are paid. You don't have to worry about it. It will take a broke artist. 'Cause I know Dave Grohl said it one time too. He was like, yeah, artists need to get paid. And everybody's kind of like, get Dave Grohl. You're done. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
But he's not trying to squeeze every penny out of everything he does.
Yeah, no. You're absolutely right.
He's done plenty of free concert. He just had a concert over here in Anaheim, and that motherfucker could have easily charged over $100 for front stage tickets. $70. Backstage tickets were $33.
Well, yeah. But no, they do come.
What
they do
other
come
artist
nice
in that
down
age
rock.
rate? Yeah. What other artist in that range does that now? Who do you know from the era of grunge, like Pearl Jam or any of those motherfuckers
Who
that
don't
come out
cost
with
an
front
arm?
tickets?
Who don't
Exactly.
cost a fucking arm and a leg for their tickets?
Yeah.
Goddamn,
Nobody.
nobody. Yeah. Goddamn,
Fucking nobody.
fucking nobody.
Oh man, my God.
Wait, what?
Uh-oh. What's funny there, Puppet Master? Yeah, that's not
I
good.
got a text from the wife. It says, "Is that Nazi Barbie talking about my picture?" and
That actually
who is Kendrick Lamar?
Oh my God.
Oh.
Tell her not to find
hey,
out.
Butterfly.
Tell her
Oh,
not
no,
to.
tell her to find out.
Don't look it up.
She's
He's around your house by the end of the week.
Why are you wearing dashiki? Take that thing off.
King Kuta.
Dick ain't free. Yeah,
Oh, speaking of that,
I don't think you want your wife to be running around talking about that.
look at the Puppet Master like, this dick ain't free. Oh, speaking of that,
Right.
by the way, speaking of Kendrick Lamar, it's official. Him and J. Cole are releasing a mixtape with Dave Chappelle hosting the mixtape.
I'm not sure how it's gonna work exactly, but yeah.
I'm still excited. I'll
Yeah,
take
I mean,
it. Any excuse to have Dave Chappelle do something funny.
You let Dave Chappelle come back from Africa. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He's been back. He's been back for a little minute now.
Take that back, man. That man's a national treasure.
I like how they did that because as for the hip hop fans out there, Future and Drake came out with a mixtape, and like after they was like, really, fucking these two come with fucking mixtape. It's like goddamn, slapping the goddamn face.
We done here to get party shots?
Yeah, nah.
Goddamn, the show over
We're
already?
thoroughly
Shit.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Quick one.
Man, you should have been here at the beginning, dude.
Yeah, I tried.
We could at least try to carry on, Jonathan Esther's fucking rant with you on here. I mean, shit. You probably knew where he was going with it. I don't know.
I got like about a quarter into that joint and immediately just noticed like nobody was responding.
Yeah,
Dude,
oh, man.
it's funny because when you cut back in, you were still talking like we should have been listening to you. That shit was funny.
Because what happened is I was like, can you guys hear me? And then just in case you guys couldn't, I couldn't hear you. I just kept going.
Yeah.
Mm.
Didn't work out.
Great success.
Well, I will say this. I said it on Wild Repent. I will say this. In Baltimore, this is why a lot of motherfuckers have, fucking STDs and shit like this. Because
Goddamn.
it's so hard to get your fucking balls checked here in Baltimore. It's fucking ridiculous. If you don't have insurance, you're probably not getting your balls checked. I'm gonna say that one time. Then if you do have insurance and you get your balls checked, you better go up there and get your fucking results. Because you would not get told if you have fucking AIDS or whatever the fuck you have. You won't be told. I had to wait. I want to get my shit checked. Fucking everything came back negative, right? I want to get my fucking shit checked, and I go up there. First thing, I go up there. Hey, is the STD clinic open? Well, we're not sure if they're gonna open today or not. What the fuck do you mean you're not sure? If my dick would have felt it was falling off today, I would need to find out today, right? Well, I don't know. You gotta call them around this time. Okay, fine. I call them. Hey, are you guys open? Yes, we are open. Okay, I'm just making sure because I talked to we're open. Click, hang up. Okay. I go in there, take a number. Okay. I know my bad. They didn't say take a number. They say take a letter. Now there's two separate things. There's one with letters on it, and there's one with numbers on it. And there's like an actual call of like numbers and letters on it. So like B27 or like some shit like that. So it confuses the fuck out of me because she's like, yeah, take a letter. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this. The one that says B17 on it. Is that like a letter to you? Yeah. has B-17 on it. Yes, it looks like a fucking letter to me. No, take a letter. And when she gives me a fucking card that has like B on it. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm not sure what it is about supervisors. I mean, not supervisors. I'm not sure what it is about secretaries or whatnot, whoever works the front. But these motherfuckers suck. So I'm sitting there, I'm waiting there about 3 hours. I finally go in, get my shit checked. Okay, well, you gotta check where call you. Okay, great. I go fucking a week. A week. It probably would have been 2 weeks I wouldn't have called. I go call it, hey, about my results. Oh yeah, you gotta come up here and get your own results. I'm like, nobody fucking told me that. Nobody told me that. Now, once again, my dick was falling off that day. I would be walking around with no dick, holding it in my hand right now. I fucking go there. I get my shit. Hey, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, I fucking go and get my shit. Hey, can I finally get my fucking results? Yeah, take a letter. Okay, I take a letter and I finally get my results. This is why motherfuckers is walking around with fucking HIV and shit and don't fucking know here in Baltimore, because motherfuckers suck here in Baltimore when it comes to this shit testing.
Yeah,
I will say that.
there's something about the freaking staff in hospitals or in doctor's offices, fucking terrible, dude.
Terrible.
It's like one of the requirements is you have to be one of the most fucking ignorant, least customer service people in the fucking world, you know?
These people took like she was in there like I owed her something. I'm like, come on, why are you doing? First of all, it's always a very sensitive thing to go and get checked out, but why are you doing this to yourself right now? It's just the whole thing. And technically, I think by law, you're supposed to tell somebody, because if you don't have it, and I mean, if you do have something, you're out here just fucking people raw, then you're giving it to them. So I believe you're supposed to tell somebody in like a timely fashion. And I probably still be waiting on my results, so I wouldn't have went up there.
No,
in Baltimore suck. Go ahead.
the requirement for them is if you have a communicable, non-treatable disease, they have to notify you immediately.
Oh, okay. Well,
So, like-
okay. Well, I guess since Anthony came back negative, they was like, oh, well, no need to call when he's fine.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah, because they leave that up to you.
No.
there was one
But
time
if you had AIDS, they would have called you, man.
during my
Which, thank God, because that'd be cost you $7.50 a pill. Goddammit.
God damn, $7.50 a pill. Shit.
during one of my wife's nursing classes, like they met with this guy who had AIDS, right? And if I remember the story right, like people were, asking him questions and shit like that. And somebody asked him, like, how do you go about with other people? He's like, well, yeah, it's not really my job to make sure that they're protected, And like, what? He's like, yeah, if they don't freaking want to use protection. But come here, Mrs. Alone in the Dark. Well, how did that story go? Do you remember? What did that guy say? Sanu!
Oh,
There we
Man,
go.
that nigga he doesn't want to admit it, but he's part black.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You gonna listen now, anime?
Ladies and gentlemen.
You gonna eat that pie?
Ladies and gentlemen, we at Disagree do not condone
Bitch over.
the domestic violence unless it's by Alone in the Dark.
All right.
Yeah.
You remember that guy, you had the class, the guy had AIDS or something like that? And he was talking about how he was having sex with women and not telling them?
Oh, it's a seminar thing.
What was his excuse? It was like, it's their job to worry
It
about.
was a woman. The guy had sex with the woman. The woman's the one said it's her fault because she didn't do the whole screening process before having sex. So he didn't tell her she got AIDS. It was her fault because she didn't say it screen before we had sex.
But he knew he had AIDS?
Yeah, he knew he had AIDS. He didn't tell her.
Damn. He thought that was okay, right?
He wasn't there with the girl. But he did to people that he was in charge of. It wasn't, they can't do anything about it.
Jesus. Yeah, so apparently it was the chick that was there. And the guy was saying, hey, it's your fault. You should have fucking, taken care of yourself. Pretty much.
God damn.
And he did it to, like, multiple fucking bitches. Like, going out giving a bunch of bitches AIDS. Acting like it was all their fault, I totally think if you have some, especially AIDS or something like that, some non-curable disease, and you have sex with somebody, that's fucking attempted murder right there, or murder if you actually get affected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the
I believe it was I believe you guys should go to jail for that because have a lot of women that do that. Like, well, I gave him AIDS because he didn't ask. I'm like,
Look,
yes.
you solve this by putting them all on an island like a leper colony, and nuke them.
Have them fuck like rabbits till everybody's dead. You know?
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm just saying, man. That is they never got it and didn't know. You know, I mean, that's terrible shit. I feel bad for you, but if you're going out fucking people and affecting other people, and they don't know, you know, it's one thing if a guy's like, hey, you know, your pussy might be diseased, but it's still pussy. Okay, him, go ahead. You know, dude. But if you're just out fucking people, not letting them know, man, we should be throwing your ass in the fucking deepest jail. You know.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a special type of hell for you. Special type.
Because I remember back when AIDS was like first coming around, they like tracked it back to this one like flight stewardess guy who was like fucking people and then telling them, I have AIDS and I just fucking killed you. Like he was literally trying to spread that disease as fucking, and like some news reporters talked to him, the dude was totally unapologetic about it. Just like fuck, I'm gonna die, they're gonna die. You know, that was like his mentality. It was brutal, man.
Well, goddamn.
It's rough.
But
That's
anyway,
fucked up.
so AIDS is my parting shot. Who else?
Goddamn. 47.
Telling you, leper colony. That's all I gotta say.
Jonathan Esther, you still got some signal to give your party shot, or you done?
1738.
I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello.
Ah!
I did not know, right? I went to College Park maybe 2 Saturdays ago. I did not know a lot of fucking Caucasian people like that motherfucker.
Yeah, they do.
He came on, that fucking song, baby, won't you come my way? That shit came on, that motherfucker started going off. I mean, I got so many fucking white girls throwing their asses at me, huh?
I got a parting shot then. Motherfucking white people, yo. This isn't white people, and this is straight racist. Not white people over the age of 25. This is 25 and below. Stop thinking that because you know more trap music than I do, you're hood. Please, please, please. I had to correct a bunch of kids. So I do Lyft right now, and I'm driving around with these 3 white kids. One of them is from Detroit, so obviously he thinks he's hard. And I'm being polite. I'm like, yeah, man, Detroit's a bad place. I ain't fucking with Detroit, yada, yada. We're driving around, and the guy, as a joke, what I'm playing some old school rock, probably some Queens of the Stone Age. But as I'm riding, the guy goes, man, this is what you gonna play? You ain't even black. Play some trap music. I was like, all right, fine, whatever. I'll play trap music. I put trap music on. And as a joke, he goes, you know, I was just thinking it'd be funny if we just GTA you.
You're a funny white person.
So my response to him is, haha, that would be great. And y'all might actually pull it off. But 2 problems. 1, this whole thing is digital, so it's not like you're going to get your money back to begin with. And 2, you might win. But I'm leaving with something. You're going to remember my ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be an ear and I'm like, it's 3 of y'all against me. I'm not stupid enough to think I can beat everybody. But I'm leaving with something. One of y'all is never forgetting me for the rest of his life.
You're fucking Mike Tyson, that guy.
From the rest of them, the conversation was the most pleasant shit ever. But that wasn't the first. That was just the most extreme situation. Like, I have whole parties of kids getting in there like, why don't you play some trap music? And then they sing all the songs. And I ended up asking some of them, do you even know what a trap is? Of course they don't fucking know what it is.
I live in Orange County, California.
It's like what you catch mice in and stuff like that, right?
Exactly.
Motherfucking bendo.
Fucking sit here. Just I know Drake and Future has made it popular for y'all. Calm the fuck down.
Am I going to deal with this that I am not
Yes.
100% black?
Yes. Yes,
Am I,
you are.
am I going to smack a few people around? Oh, I actually had this funny story. I know it's supposed to be pawn shot, but I just keep thinking the story's bad. I actually smacked this white guy at my old job. I don't work at Johnson anymore. Thank fucking God. So I go in there to pick up my last check because I don't have direct deposit. So I go in there, and this fucking white guy is just like, my white guy that I know, he's just like, hey man, what we don't have seen you around in a while. I'm like, oh, I don't work here anymore. He's like, yes you do, you still work here. Why are you lying to me? I'm like, I'm not lying to you. He's like, no, man, come on, you work here. I'm like, you can check the schedule. My name is on schedule, but there's no dates for me to work. He's like, man, you're lying. I'm like, what? Listen, okay, whatever you say. He was like, prove it. All right, okay, I smack him. Like, pimp hand smack. Like, one of those, like, up, like, one of those under chin smacks really fast and really hard. Slap! And he just sat there. Now, the two guys who I play music with, they're sitting there. These guys are high as shit. So they ain't really paying no mind until they sat there and looked at him. And then one of the guys that sat there, he was like, wait a minute. Did you smack him? Like, yeah. Like, it was one of the things where, like, I turned around, smacked him, and continued with my fucking conversation. Turned my back on him and everything. And, like, one of the guys is sitting
caught
there,
up.
and one of the guys sitting there, he's just like, yo, did you just smack him? Like, yeah. He was like, golly, why'd you do that? I'm like, I mean, he said I don't work here. So I had to prove it to him. That's my only way to prove it to him. He was like, dude, you know how fucking, he's like, you smacked him and you had the fucking I am Trayvon Martin shirt. Like, do you know how bad? You're like, dog, do you know how funny that is? I'm like, I didn't realize it was that funny until now. He was like, do you know how funny that shit is? He was like, the way he looked, he was just like, the way he looked, he was like, he's got fucking rage. He was like, well, damn. He just walked off.
Motherfucker smacked him, looked at him like.
The whole time you guys are talking, he's just back up.
Smacked his ass, sat there pointing like, I am the victim. Smacked him again, I'm the victim.
No, like legit. He sat there and kind of like walked off. He sat there and looked. He looked at me, he looked at the other guys, and he just walked off. It's funny too, because whatever the day made brings was sitting right there, and we all just kind of looked. I was having a conversation. I'm like, I didn't even notice. I'm like, oh, you know, they're like, you just smacked him, you know that, right? I'm like, yeah, right on the chin. They're like, that's why he was holding his chin like that. I'm like, yeah. It was the funniest car ride home.
Oh,
that's
man.
Martin shot.
Yeah.
I'm shutting this shit down. We'll see you guys next week. And go fuck yourselves, I guess. I mean,
God damn, no.
Straight up.
Dare to disagree does not stand by that last statement. Damn.
I do.
I do.
With your Trayvon Martin shirt on.
Smacking right, man. My bad.
Pacific Standard Time. See us here. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Adios.